the first time that Hans and McClock broke up. We were living in my grandmother's house at the time, all four of us, and I let them stay over even though they were being bad children. And I don't know, just things upon things happened. For instance, this shot some dirt. Jonathan stole Kobe's, were they Loratabs?
They were oxycodone.
Oh, oxycodones, hydrocodones, and replaced them with Tylenol or some kind of off-brand medicine because Kobe got his teeth pulled, and that pissed me off. Rocky was actually being a good kid at the time and obeyed the grandma rules that I laid down for him, and Jonathan left dirty dishes under the couch, and I felt that for as much as I shared, he didn't share enough back. And
because Noah was yelling about making the album covers, so I was up doing those. I was like, yeah.
And one day I came home on his birthday, I think it was, because he made my birthday so shitty by not hanging out with me and being a total douchebag that I felt like I should make his birthday shitty. And I went home and I ripped up his gloves and I snapped every guitar cable on his guitar, his acoustic guitar cords, and and I left for some college town for the weekend. And I knew if I left, I wasn't gonna see him for a long time, so I kept debating on whether or not I should go because I knew the band was gonna break up at the time. So I left.
What the fuck, dude? My stuff. And then, I'm fucking leaving. And I was like, whatever. You're gonna come back.
And then Jonathan left, and I convinced Rocky to stay, and that didn't seem like it was happening, because, you know, with just him, you know, how's he gonna find all the drugs and the girls?
Complicated time.
Yeah.
They were all like living in Noah's grandma's house, all four of them, in a really tight confinement. I think they just had
too much of each other.
I don't remember who smoked whose weed. Somebody smoked somebody's weed.
And then Rocky decided that he was gonna move to Iowa. He was gonna go visit Iowa.
And then just
for
kind of
2
stayed
weeks.
there.
Yeah, and then he just stayed there and got his settlement check. And
Yeah, he got $40,000 for being in a car accident.
yeah.
I believe it was Rocky being a drug addict really got in the way of being in bands. You know, I mean, he was on that speed and stuff, and I think maybe the first time Jonathan might have had something to do with that. I mean, like, Noah's a control freak, but you know, Noah's a lead singer, and that's kind of goes with the job of being a lead singer. You gotta be a prick.
Jonathan smoked all of Noah's because it was Jonathan's birthday, and he got to have all the weed or something.
Back in those days, I think I was going through my worst time period. I'll just fucking put it out there. I've battled with drug addiction, you know. I don't know if I've ever been an outright junkie or anything like that, but my habits have done bad things to people around me.
Sure.
That was part of it. The band was fighting a lot. Me and Noah were fighting a lot.
It comes into a competition thing. Right?
Yeah. And yeah, we always have a reason to be better than the other one. And we were all like, you know, I didn't have a fucking job. I didn't do anything but rock out and, you know, work on this band and then, you know, find my next way to get high. And you know, we were all living at Noah and Kobe's grandmother's house, you know. And I don't know, I realized I was being really shitty, and I think instead of, at that point I was so like bad into the drugs that I couldn't have just gone out and got a job and made myself better, and so I had to get out of there. I just had to leave. There wasn't really anything I could do about it at the time period. I did, however, turn things around for myself, but it didn't happen then.
He left, And then we never saw him again until he visited once before he left for the Marines or Navy or Army or whatever he left for. And then we didn't see him again until June or the end of May.
Second time you broke up, what was that all about? This final time.
That was all Rocky's fault.
Rocky being a drug addict.
Oh.
We thought Rocky was a good drummer, and then he just doesn't have his head on straight.
He kind of just left.
Rocky's going through his, I don't know what I went through, like the same thing. Like, you can't work, you're so into the drugs and into going out and having fun and trying to make life a party that you can't take care of anything.
It was just a lack of shows and a lack of practice, and Rocky douching out this time, being very immature and irresponsible. And
we were trying to get ready for the show.
all day.
Noah gets off early.
I get
from
off
work.
early. I get in a fight with my crew manager today. I mean, it was just a fucked up day, and I had to switch with him. I'm sure we pissed some people off for this to happen.
Yeah, and then, I'm calling Kobe all day long. Have you found Rocky? Heard anything about Rocky? Oh, I heard this. So somebody saw him driving back from Collinsville. Oh, he just stopped at Danny's. He's on his way. And no Rocky.
Oh, no.
Rocky.
Oh,
Kobe, walk over to that one kid's house that he stays at. Go see if he's over there. And then finally Kobe calls me back, and he's like, Brian Vaughn was with him. And you know how it was kind of clear there for a little while?
Yeah,
right when he fucking said that, rain just fucking spewed down.
I was like, no! Yeah. I was like, really, it's dead. I mean, seriously.
Right then we knew he's going back. We didn't even know the rest of the details.
Yeah, I was like, he's going back to Iowa.
Yeah, he's going back to Iowa.
Back to Iowa.